Hello folks. So in this video we are going to see how to push the sample code to the Docker repository like Docker Hub. For this, let's clone the Azure voting app Redis code using Git onto our local computer directory. Okay. So first of all, we would be needing to change the directory to the directory where we want to store this particular application. So I've already changed the directory to my particular directory folder. Here I want to clone our app data. So uh, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to basically make a clone of this particular app, Azure voting app Redis, and then we will be once this is cloned to our local system, then I will be pushing this code to repository like Docker Hub. So let's clone this. So first of all, we will be copying this. Okay, we'll be copying this statement. Okay, and we will be pasting it here. So git clone and then paste the link here. Okay. All right. So it has started cloning. Okay. Okay. So once it is cloned, I can see the content here. Okay. So this is my app which is being cloned. Okay. Now, I have cloned it into our particular directory structure. So what we will do is we will go to this directory. We'll change the directory to Azure voting app Redis. Okay. So we are here, Azure. Let's go inside this. Okay. So we are inside this. So here we see if I do ls, I can see Docker compose YAML file, right? So this is the file we are concerned with. Okay. This file contains the steps to build the Azure voting app Redis. So the application which I showed you earlier, where we were just clicking on the buttons and the counter was increasing for either cat or dog. So that is an entire application, and there are steps written in this compose file to build the Azure voting app, that particular app from the sketch. So let's type a particular command called uh, docker compose then up hyphen d. Okay, so what this particular command will do is it will read the instruction from this docker compose file, and it will create the container on our local system. Now you can see that it is doing some stuff here, right? So it will take a little bit of time here. So let's wait for it. All right, so looks like the entire processing has been done now, and right. Okay, so this has been done. So what we did was we just ran this docker compose up hyphen d command to basically read the instruction from the docker compose file, and basically creating the corresponding container on our local system. Okay, so in order to see the details of this container, we can type docker docker container ls. Okay, so if we type this, we will be able to see the details of the application. So now you can see that there are two instances running. One is Azure front and backend, which is this. Okay, Redis. So what we did was essentially, okay, I think I mistakenly mentioned in the beginning uh, that we are going to push the sample code to the Docker repository. This is not that. What I was trying to do here was to basically get the sample code from a Git environment and then running that code into our local system. Okay, and the intent was to get the code into a local environment and then using that application image to run the same code on our local environment. Okay, so it was not related to pushing the sample code to the Docker repository, just like I said earlier. It was not regarding that. Okay, so I'm sorry I misstated that. uh, okay, so now what we are trying to do here is we need to run this application on our local environment, right? That code which we have fetched from Git environment, we need to run that on our local environment. Okay, so let's see what is the IP of this machine first, Docker machine first. So for that, we would type Docker machine IP default. And you can see that this Azure Vote Front application is running on port number 8080, right? So we will be utilizing this port. The port 80 is enabled here, right? So we would be running this application on port 8080. Okay, let's see the IP of this Docker machine first. I think it is taking a little bit time. Why don't we do one thing? I think we ran this command earlier also, right? So we can see the IP from there as well, right? We ran this, if I remember, we ran this command previously also. So let's copy paste the IP from there. Okay. Oh yes, yes, you can see that. So the IP of the machine was this one. Let's copy paste this and let's open a browser window. And since the port was 8080 for the front end application, as I told you, right? Okay, so it also returned the IP here now. So the port associated was 8080 for Azure Port Front app. So we would write 8080 here. Press enter here, and now you can see that application is running. So earlier the app which we ran on Azure environment previously, okay, and now it is being running in our local environment, right? Local computer, since we have copied the corresponding application from Git to our local directory folder, and from there we just basically typed a command, this command I'll show you, docker compose up. So we just utilize the compose .yaml file to basically fetch the steps from the docker compose file and run it on our local environment. You can see that it is working as well. Okay, and then reset. Okay, so it is working very well. So guys, this is it for this video. I hope you liked this video, and I will be covering the next steps or next videos in the upcoming next steps in the upcoming videos. So please keep on watching, and in case you like this video, then please hit a like button, share the video, as well as subscribe to our channel. Thank you.